Até aqui, dragão. Are we live? Hello. Hey everyone. Let me check if we're live. Twitch. So hi, if you're listening, we're like making this party, this launch party, like in an hour. So we have this new setup here where we want to bring a lot of friends. We're going to play the games for the whole night, have some beer, some food, and but we thought that was a very good idea for us to show you the game. It was released yesterday on early access, and I'm here with Dragoon, Thiago, one of the artists, and Guy, it's one of the game designers, and I'm Saulo. I'm one of the programmers and producer of the game. And yeah, we're going to start playing right now, and I hope you enjoy it. Is it working? I don't think the controllers are working. So bear with us. We're like just arranging the final technical things here. Now we're good to go. Yeah, now it's working. Yeah, thanks. Right. So yeah, this is. I think it's not working. This one is not working. There you go. So yeah, this is the new menu with just released for this version. So it stopped working again. Oh right. Over here you can see up on the screen. I think our image is right on over the window that I want to show you guys. Is that we have this new window. Is that for the community to understand what we're working on. So we have the patch notes. You can see when we are live, the Twitch TV, and you can also join our community to Discord. So we put this window on the main menu so everyone is get the latest updates, latest notes, and so you can join our adventure of releasing early access. Want to start match? I think it's not working. Achei, Gui. Ei, eu não vou mexer não. Não tá funcionando? Ah, é o academia lá de cima. Tira a academia. So sorry guys, we're having more technical difficulties here. There we go. I think now working, right? We're going to play with three players. Working. I think maybe it's not enough power on the hub. Let's just try just the two controllers then. We have this power hub here that's not working. So yeah, try those two. Go back. Back. Just the back. Aperta o mouse ali e dá back no jogo. Clica naquele botão back. All right. So sorry about. Sometimes we need to talk in Portuguese here so we can understand ourselves. So oh, I'm going to play. Gigi. There we go. Start match. Our live go. Is it on? Is the microphone working? You guys can hear me? Good. If there's anyone watching, could. Right. So where is this team? The game. There you go. All right. Now start going. Oh, there you go. So we have now this three types of spaceship that you can play: the small one, the medium, and the large. Basically, the size of the spaceship also increases difficulty. So if you're just playing for the first time, you should go for a small one. But considering that we played a lot of our game, we're going for the medium that can show you the new things of the game. So basically, if you don't know Outer Space, the idea is that it's a multiplayer co-op game where the idea is basically to move into this new spaceship house. But at the same time that you're moving in, there's this alien infestation, and you need to take care of your fatigue, like your stamina. So you need to rest from time to time. You need to eat and feed other players as well. Cook sometimes the food. Also, there's this alien goo that you need to avoid at all costs. It's the pink goo that you should avoid, like stepping on it. And the idea of the game is you need to power up the new spaceship that you're just moving in. So every room on the spaceship has this battery that you need to put on the energy core. So this is us playing. I'm the player number 2, and Guy is playing with the player 1. And here we have the goo, and I have this mop that I can clean the room. And this is when we just we turn on the power core of the room. So this is the very beginning of the game. The idea is that we have plenty of rooms that we need to take care of. And so basically we have these two main things that we're going to do in the game. One of them is to clean stuff. The other one is also build stuff. So I just found some things here. I have a new rug here. And you can see there that Guy, it's taking the pumpkins from the garden, and he is using the pumpkin on this recycler here that we call recycler. You can get money for the things that you recycle. So you can find sometimes new trash on the spaceship. For example, if I get this mop here, I clean this room, all this trash that are coming up, I need to take care of it. So I can take them to the recycle, to the grinder, so I can get more money. And with that money, I can buy new stuff for my spaceship. So you can see that my character, the player 2, is kind of tired. So he needs to sleep. He can sleep here in the couch. And also in the bed that I find, I can purchase it. There you go. Yeah, sure. So we have some friends coming in our party that's all about starting in an hour. Yeah, so Dragoon, do we have any questions there? So right here, Guy, can you come up here? We can show you. Yeah. I want to show the guys the alien that's about to. So yeah, we just bought a new battery, so we can turn this room on as well. Yeah, so we're one step closer to the end of the game, but it's actually pretty hard to get there. But here we are. So we have these aliens. They have these eggs that are spawning. We need to take care of it. And one of the ideas is that we can use the bucket here, get some water over here, the faucet, go back and use that water to break the egg. Yes. The alien, I can throw him away in space. Bye bye, alien. Can you guys hear the sound of the game? Because right here we're not listening to it. We're just hoping that you're listening to the music and the sound of the game. They're not listening. So basically the game is co-op cooperative multiplayer. You can play up to four players. And right here we're playing with 2, but you can also play a solo mission. It's a different, it's basically the same game, but it's very hard to play alone. So we need to balance the game. So I died. It's really hard to play and talk at the same time. You want to play it? Can see the question here. Right. Nice. Yeah, controllers are kind of having a hard time here because you're using this very long wire, and the USB controller is not working properly. So sorry. Alright, so yeah, one of the aliens. Check the key. I think you're in the door, right? There you go. It was stuck in the door. So we just released this early access version of the game. The idea is that we were already working on a community open dev kind of thing, that we wanted to create the game and show to the community to play with our players and to see how can they give us proper feedback and we can listen to them. And there's a lot of opportunities for us to include the community, because we can usually, when you're like developing this kind of game, it's a very iterative process. Like, we don't know for sure how the game is going to play, so every version of the game, like usually for every 2 weeks that we need to do this sprint where we decide what we're going to do for the next phase, we're actually discussing new features for the game. But it's sometimes really hard to understand what is the core and what is makes the game fun, and what's more interesting. And sometimes we actually discover new ideas just for playing the game. So when we have the community playing with us, and we have this not a concern, but this mindset where every week we know that a lot of players are going to play the game, even considering that it's in the alpha version of the game. But we think that's very good for them to start playing the game and giving us feedback, because we actually don't know where we're going to get with this game. That's a very interesting process for us. We really like to create games like this. It's not our first time. Actually, this early access on Steam is our first time, but every time that we're developing a game like Knights of Pen and Paper, Chrome Squad, well, we used a lot of feedback from the community, not online community, because back then we were very fond of like festivals and exhibitions. So we go with the game to exhibitions and we play the game with the players, and we hear the feedback and we get like what are their response and what they're feeling about the game. And we thought that we need to properly scale that up, you know, to do a process, like a development process where we understand and we put the community, the players right with us. Because back then, like with Chrome Squad, sometimes it took like 6 months for us to create this build so we can show other players. And 6 months is a long time, you know. It's very good for us like to have this sprint. And for this game, for Outer Space, we're planning for every 2 weeks we're going to release a new version. Sometimes those 2 weeks are not enough to create a big feature, big new feature for the game, but it's enough for us to improve a lot of things, to maybe fix some bugs. And occasionally, like probably once a month, we're going to release a bigger version with new features, and those where you can test the game, where you can test this new feature and what we're planning to do next. So every couple of weeks, we're going to tell you, especially on our Discord server. If you haven't joined us, you can join right away. It's discord.gg/Behold Studios. You can join right away. So we have this community where we're planning to every couple of weeks we're going to release like our intent for those 2 weeks. You can give us feedback, like for example, oh, you should implement like an oxygen system where you need to take care of the oxygen of the spaceship. And with that, we're going to use that feedback to maybe to incorporate on these next couple of weeks of sprint, you know. So every couple of weeks we're going to decide what's going next for the game. And we have this backlog, like have this big list of ideas that we want, and the community right from the beginning is already playing the game. They're giving us a lot of feedback. So we don't expect just like a bug report from you guys, really. Like usually when players are just playing for the first time, especially in the alpha version of the game, they're usually very focused on bug reporting, and this is very good for us. But we have like a team that's specialized in bug reports, and that they're doing this job. It's very good for us. But we actually expect from the players to have this feedback for more of a player perspective, you know, like what are the things that are unbalanced, or is there like a task that's very repetitive, or is there like a feature that you expect from the game and you don't see there. Like for example, we have a Couch Fun co-op game, right? And for example, we have like this, maybe I want to take like a couch, like a big sofa, and I want that 2 players can grab the same couch and move the couch from different rooms, for example. So this is a feature that everyone is probably expecting, because we want to have a lot of cooperation, and you can give us the feedback if that's what you want in the game, so we can start developing new features based on that, you know. So we expect that from the community, that you give us more kind of those type of feedback, not just bug reporting, because as you can tell, bugs exist. But we have this team that every week is going to work with us, and they're going to report bugs. And of course, if you find a bug, you can report on our Discord channel. There's just a Discord channel for that. Also, we have this tool in game, and if you just press pause, press start, you can open the report bug system and just send us the feedback. So with that feedback, if you report the bug from in the game, we can get the screenshot, we get the log, get the version that you're playing. So it's very good for us to use that feature, and if you could use that as well, so help us. So right now you can see that we're having some problems here with the controllers. The USB controllers are not working very well. We don't know why, they're like very strange. So yeah, right now they're just adopted this new dog. This is this new feature that we're testing. The idea is that the dog has some sorry, a moment guys. Não, de boa, por que você não tira a extensão? Talvez melhore. Essa prateada. So we're just taking this big wire off here. And so if we're trying to fix the controller here, it's not working properly. Sorry about that, guys. So we're going to read some comments here. So Red Link is here. Fear not, I'm here. I already suggested upgrading to Victor, like upgrading the broom to a vacuum cleaner. That's really good. Really good idea. Thanks, Red Link. Yeah, at the beginning of this project, actually we thought that we were going for a military-based game, like we had this guns, grenades, SMGs. It's kind of a very more military game, very dark. But as the project evolved, we thought that this thing of having your own home, you can play with your friends, it was more interesting for us. So we actually take off all the weapons of the game, and now we're just working with broom and a bucket for now. But we have this idea of including a vacuum cleaner. It would be really good to have it on the game. One of the ideas that the guys came up last week was like a sweeper. You know, like you can sweep the goo and the aliens without using like the broom, because the broom it's like it has this movement, and they stun the aliens. But if you have like the sweep, it would be like more easy to clean, but it's harder to kill the aliens. So kind of a trade-off, and it's really good to incorporate. But the vacuum cleaner is very good as well. Maybe you can use batteries in the vacuum cleaner. What do you think, Red Link? Because if we use the batteries, there is another use for energy on the spaceship. It'd be really good, right? So as you can see there, at the beginning of the game, we're just cleaning the first rooms, taking care of it. But after a while, the dirt rooms get very difficult to conquer, because there's a lot of aliens, a lot of goo, and the aliens are spreading. The ship is very big actually. We have like almost 10 rooms on that mode of the game. There you go. So the player number 2 is going up there, and the dog is like getting crazy. Oh, the door is closed. Is the controllers working now? Better? Yeah. Oh, nice. We should just hear the cameras. Because now that your guys are playing on the ground, on the floor. I think I kind of messed up with the camera, but it's better now. You can see them playing. So, one other feature that you have to clean your room is the robots. So basically now we have just one. It's the Roomba. Actually not Roomba, sorry. It's the the cleaning robot. Yeah, we could not call it Roomba, sorry. The cleaning robot it actually cleans the floor, but it don't affect like the aliens. So you still need to take care of the aliens because they're like getting everything dirty. But the Roomba really helps you to clean and maintain like a room cleaned. So very good. And there's a lot of things that you can buy and you can build. For example, you can purchase like a garden where you can harvest food for you. You can use that food also to generate some other resources. You can buy like furniture for you to rest. So there's couch, there's some different beds. There's a big sofa there that the player one is going to build. You can see there. There you go. You can also buy like a mixer that we call, is like a machine that you can use some organics. Like you can put like fruits or even the aliens that you find, and you can transform that into energy. So the energy generator. You can create batteries. The idea of creating batteries is that you need to turn on all the rooms of your spaceship, so you use that batteries a lot. The other thing that you can buy is the microwave. It's basically you put organic stuff into the microwave and it makes food for you. The food is very important because you need to stay alive, basically. If you don't eat, you're going to die, and if every player dies, it's the end of the game for you. And if someone drops because he's hungry, you can just bring him food and he's going to wake up and he's good to go. But there you go. We just made this big fried chicken. So they just build the refrigerator where you can grab and put some food in it. It preserves the food. If you just let the food on the ground or any other place, it's going to spoil. So this spoil actually generates alien goo. So if you leave a place like unattended, actually the goo is going to on some eggs of the aliens. So it's going to be like a very nasty thing. You shouldn't let it. So there's a question here from Jubilee, and it's asking, there's going to be a way to have an acronymous instead of player 1, player 2? Just an opinion, but I think it would suit better for streaming purpose, for example. Yeah, the idea is that when you're playing with multiplayer online games, you're going to choose your name. So you're going to use the Steam tag or the Xbox tag or PlayStation tag, but for now just the Steam. And the idea is that you have like different names for each player. That's a very good idea, and it's actually already implemented. But right now, just this version, this early access version, we have just player P1, P2, P3, and P4 name tags. All right. But yeah, you should expect that. We don't know when it's coming, but it's the feature that we already decided that's very important for a multiplayer game. So just FYI, the game is just playing locally right now. The multiplayer is just local, but we have this. The team is working on the multiplayer online. The idea is that we think this game is very good for multiplayer online. We have this battle ahead of us where we want to make this it's possible very soon, I hope. We already did a couple of kind of small game jams and small games that use online multiplayer, but I think this probably is going to be our first big project where we have this online multiplayer. Yeah, so we're kind of going. Wow, there's a lot of aliens. Go, doggy, go! Save the team, doggy. Oh my god. Open the door. The dog is really helping, right? Oh my god. Oh, what happened then? Yeah, it was basically an invisible alien that attacked you. Pichu. Yeah, we're alive. So what else? Do you guys and girls have any questions for us regarding the early access, regarding this version of the game? Just for you to understand, right now we're in the version 0.6.01 v4. If you want to understand what is that the 0.6, it's actually the game version. So if we change a lot of features, we've improved, we're planning for like this big release, probably is going to be this 0.7, 0.8. We go from there until the 1.0 would be like the final release when we came out of the early access process, the moment early access. And after that, so it's 0.6. There's the 0.01. The 01 is the week, the sprint that we're working on. So this is the first sprint after the early access release. Every time that we do this new update of the game, so we're going to improve that 0.01, 0.02. And the B4 at the end of the version is the build that we do that week. So if sometimes we created this build, we test it, and sometimes there's some little hot fixes that we need to do, like very quick, they're very game breaking, so we just take the fix right away, and then we do this new build. So for understand, so we right now the version 0.6 is the first week of the early access, and we have this is the 4 build that we did this week. Yeah, so every week we're going to change this version. The idea is that on Discord on the Thursday, if you want to join us, we have this beta where you can play the game before everyone else, because we need to test in different machines, different computers, see if the game is still running, it's running smooth, etc. And on Thursday we're going to test that. On the Friday of the final Friday of the sprint, actually we released this beta version publicly where everyone can play. And we're basically announcing the patch notes on Discord first on Thursday, and then on Friday, every Friday, we're going to release the patch notes publicly. So you're going to see in the game, in the main menu of the game, you can also see the patch notes on Steam forums, so you can check with us. So yeah, this game Outer Space is available right now if you want to play right away. The game is available just on Steam for PC and Mac. We need to see how the early access is going to happen during those next weeks. So we don't know for sure when it's going to come to other places, to other stores. But the idea here is to make it for the Steam store, and after that we're going to consider other places as well. So you can see there, both players here, the Dragoon and Guy, are actually not having just a hard time, but they're very professional players because they're like stocking food, they're taking care of each room, and they go together. That's very important for you to cooperate in this game. You shouldn't leave your friend like behind and alone in another room, because it's like really hard. And even if you have like a dog or a robot that's helping you clean, but it's really hard. I think the robot's not working, right? Oh, there you go. There's it, cleaning very fast. So, so one of the things that's a very big feature for us is that every spaceship is very procedural, not just very procedural, but it's procedural. And every time you play, it's a different spaceship. So different rooms, different size of the rooms, different doors, different paths, so where you can go back and forth in your spaceship. So there's a lot of interesting things that can happen every time you play. The idea is that we want to make a game that's very party friendly, you know. Here, from like in half an hour, we have this big launch party here at Behold, and we want like to just anyone like to just come in, grab a controller, to sit on the couch and play the game right away, you know. We don't want to create this campaign mode or anything that gets in the way of you playing like in a party mode. We think that's the idea of the game that we want to accomplish is a game that is fun to play every time. Like it's very different, so we have like different options every time we play. There's some different challenges that we're overcoming. So yeah, I really hope you guys and girls enjoy the game. It's already available. It's since yesterday. If you want to join our beta version as well, you can play the game before everyone else. You can join discord.gg/Behold Studios. Join our Discord server, talk with us. We can give you the access to the beta. You can play the game to maybe give us some feedback prior the game going to full release, right? So yeah, we're really expecting for you to give us feedback regarding regarding the gameplay, regarding balance, regarding features that you want to see in the game. Yeah, of course, we want to make this game multiplayer online very soon. So I think that's it for now. If you have any questions, you can send us on Discord, or you can email us on our website. It's beholdstudios.com.br. You can go there anytime, send us an email, and we can start talking. If you are a streamer and if you want the key for the game, and we're just giving keys for streamers that usually play. Usually, we're just seeing a bug here that's really awesome. The aliens are like going around the robot. It's really fun. Why are they doing that? They're trying to go in, probably. That's really fun. Make a GIF, guys. Make a GIF. Oh, it's recording, right? Yeah. It's really. No, you messed up. Nice. So yeah, I think that's it for the stream right now. So you guys want to say anything?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, you both come here to the camera and say goodbye for everyone. Bye bye. Bye everyone. Thank you for playing the game. See you soon next week. Every Thursday we have this stream at 4 Eastern time or 5 p.m. at our time, the Brazilian time. Hope you see you there next week. See you later. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yay. Alt F4. Take care. Have fun.